Hey, this is Dwayne. I'm here to weigh in on the age-old question of monitors versus televisions. What do we use? So let me tell you a little bit about me. I'm just an office worker. I have my MacBook Pro. I connect into the fire port or whatever the thing is called. Is a Thunderbolt connector. So I'm connected using a Thunderbolt connector, and then so from the Thunderbolt connector, I go right into my ALC 23-inch monitor. And it's a secondary monitor to my MacBook Pro, which has the Retina display. I'm happy with it, but I do see the difference in the crispness and everything. But for what I do, which is predominantly emails and web surfing and accounting and things like that, it does the job. But, right now in 2015, I'm looking for a little bit more real estate, and I think a larger display would look nice, so I can use it for reports. I can have multiple things up on one screen, and I don't have to go back and forth between the large monitor down to the smaller Retina monitor. I want to put up multiple pages on one screen, so I'm looking at a larger monitor. Well, here's what I came up with. Using this chart from Carlton Bell, he lays it out very nicely, and I appreciate him linking this chart on his blog, and I'll link to it so you can review it for yourself. But for me, I'm looking at a 43-inch TV. If I were to settle on a 480p and that was the best I could do, then that means that I have to install that 480p monitor a good 13 feet away from me for the 720p to become fully visible. At 13 feet away, I'm taking advantage of 720p. My eyes, my brain can pick up on it, but then everything starts getting fuzzy when we're talking about emails and icons and things like that. Naturally, I want to have my monitor 3 to 4 inches away from me. I mean, that's where my monitor is on my desk right now. Well, check this out. For a 43-inch TV at 2160p, which is 4K, its benefits become valuable at just 3.5 feet away. So there, we don't have to have the monitor very far away. We can be very close to our LCD display, and it's not fuzzy, it's not grainy. We have the clarity, and we're taking advantage of the full 4K, and our eyes and brain are able to pick up on it. And with everything calibrated properly, there's no reason why we should have the eye strain and whatnot. So obviously, with that monitor being that big, you're not going to be right up on top of it, but then you don't have to be a mile away from it either. So I think today the argument is pretty strong. I'm interested in your comments and your opinion, because it's one of those things where charts are one thing, but practical use is another thing. But I think today we can really take a very close look at some of these high-end smart TVs at the 4K range, because they are affordable, and they are going to get the job done. And when I say affordable, it's comparable. Here's a 55-inch at $2,000. Here's a 46-inch at 2.3 grand. I mean, they're just expensive. And this is just right off of Best Buy. Now, you probably could do a little bit better by a few dollars, but this is just as an example of pricing. So, life hacker, maybe you should update your blog. I mean, I'd be interested in seeing how everybody else feels about it. Is it okay to use an HD TV, like a 4K smart TV, as a monitor, or are you still feeling like a true CRT? I'm gonna take you back. A true green screen, a true brown screen, a true LCD monitor is the only way to roll on your TV, on your computer. Anyway, let me know. I'll talk to you later.